Good morning, it's Hannah from Fortunate Orchard. I thought I would do a little garden tour. It's getting interesting around here, I think. It's not big drama, it's small spring drama, but I love seeing other folks' gardens, so maybe if you are a gardener or a garden fan, you'll enjoy seeing what's happening around here right now. The sun just broke through on cue. Knew I needed some better light. So on this side of the garden, I put a ton of spring bulbs in the fall, and they are popping, which is very gratifying. I'm always battling with squirrels. They dig up my bulbs and then leave them for me on my porch, wherever. It's so rude. So this year, to help combat my squirrel nemesis, I put the tulips, which are the tastiest bulbs of all, in pots, and it worked like a charm. I covered the tasty bulbs with chicken wire until they started to grow, and voila, proud of me. I put in a ton of foxglove starts last year and got some more this year, and that has been a boon. I tried to start foxgloves from seed so long, just bad, can't do it, gave up. That's okay, sometimes it's okay to admit defeat. All of these little narcissus and daffodils are starting to go. Some new iris coming in, I'm excited to see. Can't remember what that is color-wise, so life's a surprise. Sweet little muscari. Hope they spread and keep growing. This is the deep shade bed. It never gets direct sun, but something's really happy here. These hellebores are turning into something interesting. They're always tricky because they're the true hellebores that face down, but I enjoy having them dancing around. Brunera is flowering through here. The very beginnings of hosta, which will take over this bed shortly. Lots of Brunera through here because that has turned out to be very happy here. It ends up, I hope it will get bigger. Last year it got very big, so hope springs eternal. This is a volunteer foxglove, which I'll show you. I've got a ton of down the side of the house. Brunera's coming in here. So, this Caria is something I tried to get rid of forever, and I failed, and now I'm glad I did. I've come to love it, but really an insistent plant. Don't put it in your garden unless you're sure. And my Chinese redbud is not very healthy, but it has this beautiful moss on it this year. Maybe it's last year. Spirea, I believe this is called Mellow Yellow or Mellow Gold. It's looking really good right now. This side of the garden is almost totally bare right now, which is so amazing because it becomes an absolute wall of flowers and foliage by mid to late summer. So this is the before shot. Peonies just starting to come in, hellebores fading out, but looking so good doing it. I love that color. Wow. Some daffs coming in. Look at the hellebores. Oh, I hope that these ones survive. They're new this year. And a cardoon just getting going. I planted these huckleberry so many years ago, but I think they're finally taken off, and they're really pretty right now with their little rosy flowers. And in here, I have a lot of GM, which is just getting going, and I put some bulbs in, and I also put in a ton of seed fairly recently. I just broadcast them, which means I threw them out into the ground. And I saw a flock of birds here yesterday enjoying themselves, and I have a feeling they ate every single one of those little seeds. So, c'est la vie. A lot of volunteer poppies through here. These will all probably be yellow poppies. Some really yummy dark hellebores. If I have time this week, I'm going to cut a bunch and do a design, and I'll try to record it, or at least photograph it, but I have not been keeping up with my fun designing. and the garden is ready for some picking. This is what I call Hellebore Alley, and they've really gotten big and juicy, which is so gratifying. Probably about 5 years old plus. Takes a while. Crocosmia coming in, always beating that one back with a stick and failing, but it's pretty. Lots of moody, lovely hellebores in here. This one's gone to green. This is the beginning of foxglove land. I started just throwing foxgloves down and letting them go to seed along this wall, and well, that worked. It kind of gets annoying to walk through when they're in full bloom, but also delightful. So I probably should thin them, but it'll be very foxglovey around here. Over here I have salmonberry growing in a pot because it was getting too scorched where I had it before, so I tried it over here. I'll probably transplant it maybe next year. Look at all these little baby pansies that are volunteers. Cute. All the anemones are closed right now because, well, they will be closed maybe because it's cold. They'll be open later today. They look really pretty in here with the mondo grass and the fern. When they're open, they're big, happy lavender faces. More hellebore love. I love this guy. He's about to kind of enter his dinosaur phase, you can see. When he goes to seed or they go to seed. I just love that. Crazy. And lots of babies down there amongst the weeds, hellebore babies. I had fun putting things in pots in the fall, and I think I'm going to not cut these but transplant them out into the garden because I don't know why this fritillaria has such an amazing stem length, but I like it. I'm tempted to cut it and design with it, but then I won't get it back, so I'm going to try to resist. Some stubby little things. Nothing's happening here yet, but got some tulips coming in. More volunteer pansies. I can't grow pansies from seed on purpose, but they sure are happy to volunteer themselves. Look at those happy fritillaria. So cute. I want them to naturalize in my garden, so I might give it a shot. More tulips. Herbs just getting started. This is, my husband built a shed for himself over here, a very cool grill structure, so this is where we're keeping all of our herbs. This is our culinary section. Last stop on the tour is the south side of our house, the garden. This is the newest section, so you can see it's all new growth. Lots of foxgloves that I just put in, and also allium that I planted that is very happy here, so I'm excited for that. A new iris, and I also have some fritillaria coming in here. So overall, this is looking promising. Stay tuned. This is not riveting footage, but I just noticed the sweet peas are starting. Can you see the little row of them? We need to get some string up. That's exciting. I hadn't noticed that. These are all going to be azurias, the blue ones. And over here, a lot of iris, which is great. Some of them are new, some have been around for a while. Eventually some sweet peas coming up in the back there. And I also have dahlias in this bed that I did not dig up, and I left their cages around them so that I can kind of remember that they're there as I organize this bed. They get huge, the dahlias do. So I want to plan for that. I also have some wild rye mums from last year that appear to be coming back, so I just left them. And I put up some bamboo to keep the salvia, which is back there, in its cage. We'll see if it's strong enough. The salvia ends up being very, very floppy. And then over here, more sweet peas. And all of this will be dahlias, and I threw down a bunch of seed. We'll see if it works. Going for a meadow amongst the dahlias. Probably just fed a bunch of finches instead, but we'll see. There's our grill. It's fabulous. All right, I think that's it. Okay, that's it. Thanks for coming along. And I will keep doing this through the growing season, maybe once a month, so that we can watch things develop around here. And I will put these videos on the Fortune Orchard YouTube channel. Did you know we had a YouTube channel? We do. It's mostly flower arranging demos right now, but let's add garden tours to it. Why not? All right, thanks for joining. Bye.